Hands off this guy if he's wearing red at Patriots training camp. AP photo Senne, the NFL's regular season opener between the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons on September 6 might seem like an impossibly long way away as we slog through July, but it's much closer than might be apparent. The Baltimore Ravens, for instance, began training camp on Wednesday and the Chicago Bears follow suit on Thursday, with the two teams getting an early jump because of their participation in the Hall of Fame game preseason lid lifter on August 2. Here's the full list of NFL training camp locations and reporting dates. AFC Baltimore Ravens, Owings Mills, Maryland. Rookies July 11, Veterans July 18, Buffalo Bills, Rochester, New York, both July 25, Cincinnati Bengals, Cincinnati, Rookies July 23, Veterans July 25, Cleveland Browns, Berea, Ohio, both July 25, Denver Broncos, Englewood, Colorado. Rookies July 24, Veterans July 27, Houston Texans, White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, both July 25, Indianapolis Colts, Westfield, Indiana. Rookies July 22, Veterans July 25, Jacksonville Jaguars, Jacksonville, Rookies July 18, Veterans July 25, Kansas City Chiefs, St. Joseph, Mo. Rookies July 22, Veterans July 25, Los Angeles Chargers, Costa Mesa, Calif. Both July 27, Miami Dolphins, Davie, Florida, Rookies July 18, Veterans July 25, New England Patriots, Foxborough, Mass. Rookies July 22, Veterans July 25, New York Jets, Florham Park, New Jersey, Rookies July 24, Veterans July 26, Oakland Raiders, Napa, Calif. Rookies July 23, Veterans July 26, Pittsburgh Steelers, Latra, Pennsylvania, Rookies July 24, Veterans July 25, Tennessee Titans, Nashville, Rookies July 22, Veterans July 25, NFC Arizona Cardinals, Glendale, Arizona. Rookies July 22, Veterans July 27, Atlanta Falcons, Flowery Branch, Georgia, Rookies July 23, Veterans July 26, Carolina Panthers, Spartanburg, S.C., both July 25, Chicago Bears, Bourbonnais, Ill. Rookies July 16, Veterans July 19, Dallas Cowboys, Oxnard, Calif. Both July 25, Detroit Lions, Allen Park, Michigan, Rookies July 19, Veterans July 26, Green Bay Packers, De Pere, Wisconsin. Both July 25, Los Angeles Rams, Irvine, Calif. Rookies July 23, Veterans July 25, Minnesota Vikings, Eagan, Minnesota. Rookies July 24, Veterans July 27, New Orleans Saints, Metairie, La. Rookies July 18, Veterans July 25, New York Giants, East Rutherford, N. J. Rookies July 22, Veterans July 25, Philadelphia Eagles, Philadelphia, both July 25, San Francisco 49ers, Santa Clara, Calif. Both July 25, Seattle Seahawks, Renton, Washington, both July 25, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa, Rookies July 23, Veterans July 25, Washington Redskins, Richmond, both July 25. Other important preseason dates to remember: August 2, Hall of Fame game, Ravens vs Bears, 8 p.m. Eastern, NBC, August 4. Hall of Fame induction ceremony, 7 p. m. Eastern, ESPN NFL Network, August 7, Hard Knocks, Episode 1, featuring the Browns, 10 p. m. Eastern, HBO, August 9, first full week of preseason games begins August 16, preseason week 2 begins August 23, preseason week 3 begins August 30th, preseason week 4 begins September 1, deadline for teams to cut down active rosters to 53 players September 6-2, regular season begins. Read more from the Post. Kawhi Leonard might not want to play for the Raptors, but he might not have much of a choice. You are looking live at Brent Musburger's return to the broadcast booth. Terrell Owens is about to enter the Hall of Fame. He also might join the CFL. The British Open course is a rock-hard wasteland, where drives will roll forever. Hulk Hogan reinstated to WWE Hall of Fame after 3-year suspension. Conor McGregor calls Vladimir Putin one of the greatest leaders of our time.